Hey, divas. It is your girl, Miss Brandy 1525, and I am coming at y'all today with an eyebrow tutorial. I get a lot of comments on my brows. I get a lot of questions on how I do my brows. And I am telling y'all, I don't do nothing fancy, nothing special or whatever. Um, it's just it's just so easy. It's so simple. If you would like to see how I do my brows, then you know what to do. Just keep watching. Stay tuned. Okay, so let me scoot y'all in on the brows. Okay, we're going to be working with this eye. As you can see, this eye is already done. So, I'm going to turn y'all a little bit to this side. Now, the first thing I do is I take my Wet n Wild Color Icon brow pencil in dark brown, and I am going to start to shape the brow. So all I'm doing is following the shape of my brow. As you can see, up to the highest point. When I get to the highest point, then I'm going to connect the lines just like a point, and then I'm going to draw the tail. Now, just remember that your eyebrows don't have to be perfect twins. It's like everybody say, eyebrows is not twins. They just sisters. And sometimes your eyebrows might be cousins. Okay, so I just fill them in where they sparse, remembering to keep the beginning of the brow kind of light. Now, I don't do that whole brow fading thing, you know, because I ain't got time for all that. Ain't nobody's brows faded in real life. So, that's it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just take a plain old Q-tip, and I'm going to clean up the brow. Make sure I come down and thin that tail out to a nice point. Then I'm going to go up underneath the brow and make sure I got that line looking straight. Fill in a little bit more. You can see right here it's a little sparse in my brow. So I'm going to fill it in a little bit more. Not going to the beginning of the brow. So I'm really not going to go into the beginning of the brow. If you can see by my other brow, it's kind of light. Yeah, it's kind of light in the front. Then I'm just going to take my finger and rub it out. Take my Q-tip if I feel like it's too heavy and rub it out. Now I got my eyebrows on. They look pretty much alike, which is good enough for me. And all I did was draw them in with a pencil. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer, and I'm going to conceal underneath my brow. Now, this step is optional. You don't have to do it, but as you can see by my other eye, it does give the eye a nice crispy finish where it looks perfectly just arched like you just did it today. So I'm going to take and I'm just going to get a very little bit of that on my brush. I'm just tapping the side of the concealer. And I'm going to draw a little line, a thin line up underneath the brow. Like so. And then I'm just going to pull the concealer down with the brush. Just gonna pull it downwards. Okay, now that's done. Okay, now I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna pat. Just pat that concealer. Until I get it blended down. And blend it out. Okay, now that's both brows. And I am going to just add a little bit more to the inside of this brow, just to the underside, just a little bit. Straighten the line out with my finger. And that's it. So that is 5-minute brows. The only product that I used really was my Wet n Wild Color Icon Pencil in dark brown. That's the only thing I use for my brows. An optional step is to clean up and conceal your brows. You use a small little flat brush. It's an eyeliner brush. I got this one from Lolade Cosmetics. And you can use the concealer of your choice. Mine is the Studio Sculpt in NC35. That's what I like to conceal my brows with. Q-tip to clean them up and get the shape perfect to the way you like it. And that is it. Now, if you're wondering what I use to arch my brows, I use a little stick like this with the guarded blade on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got little wires around the blade, and that is it, and that is all. I shave off the tail of my eyebrows just because I like to make them look exactly the way I want to look, although I can let them all grow in and arch them. You know, I can do that too. I'm too lazy. I don't have time for that. So that is it, and that is my perfect brow tutorial. It's so easy, divas. So quick, so easy, and that's it. Now, in the summertime, I use a product called Lasting Lips, and it's a brow sealant. I don't use it in the wintertime because I don't touch my face, so I'm not going to wipe my brows off. But in the summertime, when it's hot and it's sweaty, you know, and your eye pencil could run on you, and, you know, you could sweat it off, I use a brow sealant. It's a brow sealant and lipstick sealant. It is sold by Our Own Twinkies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a picture of that at the end of the video. And I'm also going to leave the link to where you can purchase that brow sealant and a video showing how it's used in the description box. So that is it. I definitely appreciate your time. Be beautiful, divas.